Hello everyone, today I'm making French butter baguettes. They are puffy, they are buttery, they are aromatics, they are to die for. Please come to the kitchen with me. Welcome to SaigoncookTravel. I am Saigon Cook. On this channel, I share with you everything I know. So please like, share and subscribe for your support. Thank you. For this recipe, in the description box below if you want the detail. First, I make my levain, 20 grams of starter, 40 grams of water, and 60 grams of flour. I use bread flour. And to make it over the top, I use 10 grams of maple syrup. It just like Gilder Lily. And mix it up and I let it rise to double inside or triple. Now, to make the baguette is velvety, soft, fluffy, I make a tangzhong. Tangzhong is a Japanese method that they use flour and water. This is a 90 gram water and 18 grams of flour. I mix it up and I cook it on the stove until it becomes a base, and that is your tangzhong. When you add tangzhong to pastry, the products will be soft, velvety, fluffy. So you just cook until there is no liquid like so, and you're done. And let it cool until you add to your main dough. Now the main dough is 180 grams of milk. I use 5 grams of salt, and this is very sweet bread, so I use 90 grams of sugar. If you don't want that much sweet, you can lower, but this is an indulgent bread, so I use a 90 even. You see 80 now, and then I get into 90. And I mix up a little, and now the time to add tangzhong. We cooked earlier. I will use the tangzhong that we we cooked earlier. I think I use 80. Normally, you can cook this and you left in the fridge for other use. I did that before, I cooked a bunch and I left it, but I didn't make bread or other pastry fast enough. So I ended up, wasting and throwing away. So I make right now, it's just enough for this recipe. Now you can see my levain already buffing up, and you can see on the air bubbles inside. That's very good sign. Now I add 130 grams of my levain into here, and 500 grams of bread flour, and 2 eggs. If you want completely over the top, you can use 4 egg yolks, but I use 2 whole eggs instead here. I think that 2 eggs will do fine for me. Now I just need to mix the eggs into the dough. You see right now it still have liquid eggs, but you mix it until there is no trace or no sign of liquid eggs, and that's it. And you can cover and let it rest for 30 minutes until you come back and do the first stretch and fold. With my methods, I use sourdough and tangzhong. I don't even use machine to mix. I don't need mixer, just on by hands. The good thing about sourdough, you don't need to knead a lot. The yeast, the natural yeast, will do its job. Now, after first stretch and fold, I cover and let it rest for 30 minutes, and then I come back, I do the second stretch and fold. That's it. I don't need to do 4 sets of stretch and fold like normally I do when I make sourdough bread. You see that for the second stretch and fold, the dough already a lot easy to handle, and you can grab on sides and stretch toward you and fold it back, and just as like that. Then you can cover and let it rest to double in size. After that, you have 2 options. You can go divide it and bake it now, or you put it in the fridge. Normally I do put in the fridge because a lot of work for one day. So I keep it in the fridge, and for the next day I take out and I divided the dough into, because we want very buffy big loaf, so I use each one 175 grams. And after I divide it, I make them a round shape and let it rest for 30 minutes before I shape the final shaping. The dough, if it's sticking, you can use the flour to help your hand. But it's very soft and easy to handle. Okay, so total I have 7 pieces here. And I let it rest now for 30 minutes. And when we come back, we will do the shaping. I take advantage of you watching. I'm shaping the dough. I will say thank you to for stopping by to watch my video. It means a lot to me. It's you the reason I'm here. I like to share everything I know. For how many years I'm baking, I'm cooking. So with you watching my video is make me feel very good, and if in a way to help you succeed, then I am over the moon. So please like, share my video and subscribe to support me. Thank you. Now for the shaping, first I make like a rectangle, triangles, and You can see if I even don't use a rolling pin. I try to make the end of it very thin so that later when I roll back there, they stick together. I try to make the shape very puffy so that we get a lobe, puffy lobe later. You see, I bring both ends in and continue to roll down to the final edge there. Okay, now we need to pinch them carefully so when they back is not unravel. You can use a little flour to help you. That's it. I roll a few times to make it have a taper ends. And that's it. I cover and let it rise double inside and then we will bake them. This one has a lot of butter, sugar. So when I bake, I make sure that I keep an eye on them so that they are not burned. To make it French butter. Now after the dough rises risen to double inside, now I score and I put this is a quarter of a stick, butter stick. In the America, they sell a stick for 113 grams of butter. I cut it into 4 and I put each quarter onto the slit here. And I use 2 tablespoons of sugar to sprinkle on the surface. And I bake 425 degrees for 15 minutes. And then I lower 375, 350 to be 10 more minutes to be golden brown. You see the look is so fantastic, golden and puffy. Now let me cut it up for you to see the crumb inside. Fantastic. And let's taste it. It's aromatic, buttery, soft, and when you ate it, you cannot stop eating. Thank you for watching. I hope you like it and make it for yourself. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.